Hello everybody and welcome to Casey's Garage. Now today is a pretty simple video. The power steering fluid in my GTO is low, so I decided to check it. Turns out it kind of stinks. So this car's got 96,000 miles on it. It's probably time to be changed anyway. So rather than just topping it off, what we're going to do is just pull it out and replace it. Now what I'm going to show you is an easy way to do it without pulling things apart. Now, you might be able to get slightly better results if you were to remove the hose at the bottom and let it drain out, because you would get the most effective amount of it out. But what we're going to do works just fine. All we're going to do is we're going to take this plunger right here. We're going to stick the bottom part inside of there, try to get as much out as we can, refill it, run it, and then once it mixes, we'll do it again. So while it'll go through twice, and we'll be pulling some clean fluid out, for the most part it should be pretty well like new and we're done. So all we gotta do is just start pulling this old fluid out, which once it gets primed it'll work better. And there we go. Now it's primed and it just quickly comes out. Doesn't take much time. The worst part is trying to get the very last bits of it out, because the more we get out in the beginning, the easier it is to mix the new stuff with the old stuff to get as much bad stuff out as possible. Now it is going to come out after we're done anyway, but it's always best to make it as much new stuff as possible. And just like everything else, a fully synthetic fluid is always the best, because it will prevent wear much better than a regular fluid counterpart. So we'll go ahead and put in some synthetic fluid. We stop before the max. That took less than a quart. And while I did buy 3 quarts just to make sure I had enough, we probably only need about 1.5 quarts. Now that the power steering fluid is mixed new with the old, you can go ahead and pump out the new and old mixture again, just like we did before with the pump. Now, like I said, you can go ahead and take out the old stuff by removing the hose and pouring it out. But again, this is an easier way to do it, so you don't have to disassemble everything. Now, as you can see, the old stuff was red, the new stuff is purple, because I'm personally using Royal Purple, which in this particular demonstration is fantastic because you can see that it's a purplish hue, but it's still red, which means it definitely mixed the old stuff in. So we're definitely getting a lot of it out. Now, a big reason that this is important is because nobody ever seems to remember to change out your power steering fluid, which can cause you to have premature wear on your power steering pump. It is something that needs to be changed, but unfortunately a lot of people actually forget to even do it. So even doing it this way, you're one step ahead of a way a lot of people are doing it, which is to just not do it at all, and it will help with longevity of parts on your car. So we get the rest of this out, and we can go ahead and run it through and do it a third time, but really doing it twice is the way that you should do it if you're doing it this way versus just pulling the entire thing out. Now that that's empty, we can go ahead and refill it again, and we'll go ahead and just mix it in, the new stuff, and that should be totally fine. But if it ends up being something that is still a little dirty for your liking, or like if you haven't done yours and it's been a long time, then you can go ahead and do it a third time. But really, at least doing it twice means that you go ahead and get as much of the stuff out as you can, and it's still financially viable.
Doing it a third time would be better, but it's definitely inexpensive to do it this way. That way you go ahead and you change it out. It's easy, it's quick. All you need is this pump, which I think was $3, maybe $5. Not even a big deal. With this way of doing it, you're not even having to worry about getting a flathead screwdriver to do the job. You don't have to worry about wear on your hoses from pulling them off and everything. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. This is an easy way to change your power steering fluid, and hopefully it'll help you with maintaining your cars. Even with an easy way, you can maintain your cars and make them last longer. Thank you very much for watching Casey's Garage. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know in the comments below. And thank you very much for watching. I'll catch you guys next time.